Now we're coming to the end of April and I'm just getting all my brassicas in. What I'm getting in today are my broccoli. Now I have planted my brassicas a little closer together than I should normally, but I sowed too many. And I didn't want to get rid of them and I had nobody to give them to, so I'm sort of doubling them up. In this cage here, what I've got are a load of cabbages and a load of cauliflowers, and they're obviously quite low, and in between those I'm planting the broccoli, which actually grows quite tall, so they're not really competing with each other. So that's my theory, and I'm hoping that it will all work, but only time will tell. Now I've got all of my broccoli in apart from this one, which I thought I would show you. It's about 8 inches, 7 inches tall, so it's growing really well and it's ready to now go in the soil. So let me show you how I plant my broccoli out. Okay, so I am going to plant my broccoli slap bang in the middle here. I've got 4 cabbages there and I'm going to put this in the middle. So because the cabbages are quite low and the broccoli will grow high, they should be okay with each other. Nobody will be we haven't got lots of tall things growing together. So that's my theory and I'm hoping it's going to work. So what I'm going to do is I am going to dig a nice deep hole, because when we plant our broccoli, like all the other brassicas, into the soil, we need to plant them quite deep. When we pricked out the seedlings, remember we planted those deep as well, so we just had the leaves just above the soil and all the stem was below. And now we've got to do exactly the same. So I've made a nice hole here. It's a little bit deeper there than the pot itself. So I'm just going to support the plant, turn it upside down and take off the pot. And there we've got all these lovely roots in here and it's ready to go outside. So we will just put that into the hole, and all we will then do is just fill in round the plant with the rest of the soil that we took out, and we will firm it in really well. And you can see that it's a lot. I've got all of that stem underneath the ground, which is absolutely fine because it will then make the plant as it grows a little bit more sturdy. So I would just put that label in there and then I remember what it is, and all I will do now is give it a really good water. So that's the last of the broccoli in now. As I say, I will give it a really good water, and then what you'll need to do is you'll need to protect it from slugs and snails, and you'll also need to protect it from the birds. So either have them growing in a cage or just netting around and on top of them. Once they get to a certain size, and that's kind of really quite big, they should be okay. They'll definitely be okay from the slugs and snails, but the birds will have a go at them. It's difficult to know when to take the netting off. I personally would just keep the netting on them all the time because the birds will just have a feast. And obviously because I've got the chickens, I have to keep them in here because the chickens will get them and they will strip all of these in no time whatsoever. But they're in their run at the moment. They're not being let loose. They have space, they have a lot of space to play with, but sometimes they come and play out in the garden, but not today, not today. Anyway, so that's those in. And hopefully in late summer, we will be harvesting the first of the broccoli, which will be absolutely fabulous. I'm so looking forward to it. Well, I hope you are growing broccoli this year, whatever variety or any other sort of sprouting broccoli, just do exactly the same. Well, I hope you found what I've shown you useful, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye-bye.